Hello, in this video we're gonna perform a benchmark test between OnePlus Nord CE5 and OnePlus Nord 5. Alright, so let's begin. For this test I'm going to use the Geekbench 6 app on both of the devices and also the 3D Mark as an extra app. So let's launch the Geekbench on both devices first. Let's click on accept, and now we need to run the CPU benchmark. So in here, but before we start, we can also see some information about the devices, such as the operating system, the CPU, in that case it's the same, and also we can see the cores and the clusters, some information about them. So now all we need to do is to click on run CPU benchmark, just like that. Now the process will start. It's going to take a while, so I'll see you once this process is finished and when we have our results. Alright, so now we have our results. As you can see, the CE5 is on the left side and Nord 5 is on the right side. So when it comes to the single core score, we don't have that much difference. On the NE5 it's 1323 and on the Nord 5 it's 1980. The multi-core score is 4103 on the C5 and the 5036 on Nord 5. Now, as we scroll down, we can see some system information about our devices. You can take a look. Below we have the CPU information. Again, you can take a look. We also can find the memory size. Again, we have the single core performance, but in here also we have the integer score and the floating point score. On the CE5 it's 1411 and 1173. On the Nord 5 integer score is 2024 and the floating point score is 1900. You can also see some more information about those devices. I'll scroll slowly so you can take a look on all of the values. Alright, now let's go into the multi-core performance. Alright, integer score on the CE5 is 4132, floating point is 4051. Multi-core performance on the Nord 5 is the integer score is 4919. The floating point score is 5262. And again, I'll scroll so you can take a look on all of the values. Now on the CE5. Alright, so that's when it comes to the CPU benchmark. Now let's select the GPU. Again, you can take a look. You can take a look on the differences also. And now let's run the GPU benchmark. And again, I'll see you once we have our results. Okay, and now we have our results. So on the CE5, the GPU OpenCL score is 7,500 almost, and on the Nord 5 we have 9,500. Again, you can take a look on some information about the devices down here. How it looks like. And some OpenCL performance information. Alright, so that when it comes to the Geekbench 6. And now let's open up, when we click on the GPU in here, we can take a look how our device looks like in a comparison to other devices. So below we have the compute comparison, and in here we have a list of the other devices, and we can compare them into others. Alright, now let's open up the 3D Mark and let's run the wildlife test. This one is recommended, so I'll run this one. So let's start it. I won't skip and speed up the video this time, but it failed to download, so let's wait until it's downloaded, because there was some mistake. So I'll see you once my test is downloaded. Okay, now it should be fine, so let's run the test. Okay, I won't speed up this test because it's going to take 60 seconds. So let's simply see which device will be better when it comes to this test. Alright, we have our results. Let's scroll down. When it comes to the overall score on both devices, it has been maxed out. Actually, let me now rotate the devices so it will be better to see. Okay, so the frame rate was higher on the Nord 5. The maximum value during the test was 94, and on the CE5 it was 69. But in my opinion, both devices worked pretty well. Just to be more precise, below we can see a chart about the battery and the frame rate. So actually the battery didn't drop. We still have the same values that we had before the test. We can also see the temperature and frame rate chart. You can take a look on it. And that's all when it comes to the information. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.